Every serious NBA fan has their guys, the players not everybody appreciates or pays attention to, but those very few you feel a special connection to. Maybe it's a game you watched them play great in, maybe you had their jersey as a kid, or maybe you don't have a reason at all. You just like how they play. Today I want to introduce you to one of my guys, Kobe Sanders. Now I don't think the average NBA fan knows who Kobe Sanders is, but I also wouldn't call him elite ball knowledge. Sanders had a long 5-year college career, starting at Cal Poly, slowly working his way up and then transferring for his super senior year to Nevada. After that, he was selected 50th overall by the Knicks, but traded on draft night to the Clippers. He just finished his rookie season averaging 7.3 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. Nobody is going to confuse that with a breakout rookie campaign on paper. But dig one layer deeper and he shot 46.6% from the field for a 59.7 true shooting percentage. That's efficient scoring, not empty volume. Now, by those stats, you wouldn't think Sanders was that special of a player, but it's not for his impact that he's one of my favorite players to watch. He isn't an advanced stats darling either, at least not one yet, because I fully believe he could become a genuinely useful Swiss Army knife player in just a couple of years, becoming like a smarter but smaller Paulo Banchero. Sanders stands at 6'8", 207 pounds, so he's a little less physically imposing than Paulo, but having played guard his whole life, his pick and roll usage, his processing, and his entire playmaking package is already more refined than Paulo's. That's the part that gets me. Most guys who end up with a frame like that come up as forwards and are still learning to see the floor like a guard. Sanders is coming at it from the opposite direction, and it shows in how comfortable he already looks manipulating a defense in ball screens. Another great part of Sanders' game is his three-point shot. On a decent volume, he made 80 out of his 196 attempted threes, a 40.8% clip, putting him up there with the better shooters in the league. But what most impressed me about Sanders is his mid-range game. Being able to take a bump and lean in the right direction to get a shot off or a step back for an open look. He's also great at putting the ball on the floor and letting the defense collapse. He still has to work on finding the open man after that, but he creates a lot of advantages for his teammates just by being aggressive. His frame, combined with his lateral quickness, lets him take on difficult defensive matchups, even as a rookie. And that versatility matters more than people think. A guy who can guard multiple positions and still contribute offensively is exactly the kind of role player that playoff teams end up needing in a pinch. Obviously, he isn't all great. He isn't much of a facilitator yet. For me, it's so hard not to see the star potential in a guy that big who moves that fluently and already has a nice jump shot. Let me know in the comments what you think about Kobe Sanders. Am I right, or is he just another guy who never hits his ceiling? And drop in the comments below who your guy is. This was FiveOut.